Hey, my name is Untitled Chapter. I'm 17 years old, and today I will talk about where I grew up from, my childhood memories that I have with my sisters and brothers, and things like that. So, first we start saying I grew up in Osceola, Arkansas, and population like 7,000 people at the most. I grew up in the projects. Well, I stayed in the projects on the first street of Osceola, Arkansas. And we stayed there for like a couple years, but some memories that I want to share with my sisters and brothers, I remember we had this kitchen set up in this playroom. I don't know if y'all remember that, yeah. I don't know if y'all remember, but yeah, I used to always want y'all to come play with me and play with the kitchen set. I used to be like, come play with me, come play with me. I remember that. Because I used to love that little kitchen set. I remember I just beat a girl up because I tried to be her friend and tell her to come play with me in my kitchen set, and she stole our food. But later on, we got in trouble for fighting over a piece of food, plastic, or whatever. So, yeah, I remember we used to play in the field, that big field. Y'all remember, Deja? Y'all remember that big field? Yeah, we used to play in there, go play in the backyard. All that. I used to be sad when Mom said we could go outside, all that, but I used to love going to Roosevelt Park and all that with y'all. But it still hurts me to today that y'all not here with me. Y'all didn't get to see me grow up, or we didn't build this bond that I always wanted, you know? Yeah, I wanted us to be like this, but I don't know, it just still hurts me, but I never said anything, because I'm not a person, I'm not the type to express my feelings, cause I don't know how to express my feelings. At nighttime I get lost all in my thoughts, because I'll be well, why, is it my fault that me and my sister and brothers were together? We didn't grow up together, but it wasn't ever my fault. Things happen or whatever like that. But when Deja and Jalen, all them all came visit us, they used to be the best part of my life, for real. Because I used to be so happy. I never wanted them to leave, never. I used to ask Mom Mom, can they just stay with us? Can they just stay with us and stuff like that, or whatever. I never wanted them to leave. I always wanted Day. When she left, I always wanted her to stay. I used to ask Mom, can you make her stay? Can you make them stay? Stuff like that. But yeah, I just always wanted them to see me grow up. All of us, my brother, Duda, Kaya, all of us to grow up, So it still hurts me to this day, but I still love y'all and all that. And Deja, I'm honestly proud of you and what you're doing, because it means a lot to you, but it also means a lot to me. You doing the thing, girl. And keep doing your thing. Stuff like that. But me, Deja, I always thought me and you would be the type to be just like that. But it ain't. It's never too late. It's never. We can work on it. We can always work on it. But I know you still love me and I still love you, right? Okay.
I got so emotional when my sister just sent it to me, because I'm like, wow. I made it, and I just wish they was here with me. I wish I was able to share everything that, I have with them. But that's why I'm dedicating this moment to them and to everyone that has been. Y'all already know what it is, man. I was gonna be a little professional with this, but I gotta show y'all I'm turned right now. And that's all that matters. But nevertheless, welcome to the making of Hey Samone, Love Samone. It's me, yes. I am truly blessed, honored, grateful to be sharing this moment with not only people that I love, but people that have truly supported me, been here since day one, friends, family that is still here, but also people all over the world that I've had spiritual testimonies, encounterments with. It's just a true blessing in disguise. I can't thank God enough. I wouldn't be right here right now if it wasn't for him. And that's the part that matters to me, because he the one that truly made all of this happen. He made all of this come true. So before I get started with the date, period, is today, June 20th, 2020. Happy birthday to me. But I would like to take a moment to recognize those that have lost their lives due to racism, social injustice, just all types of things that is currently going on in our world today. George Floyd, rest in peace, my angel, and all the other lives that have been lost because of what we are dealing with. It's not fair. Black lives do matter, and I want to put that out there before I get with my documentary, with my video. So if we can just take this moment to just do a moment of silence for them. Now for the moment you all have been waiting. Are y'all ready? No, for real. Like, are y'all ready? Because we wanna, this year is not over with. Like, I know it looks like it's done, feel like it's a disaster, but it can't be a disaster. People are still writing books. People are still making money. People are still starting businesses. People is not letting up because it's not over with. So, are y'all ready? Because I am. June 2020. Hate Samone, Love Samone will be published. So let's get into it. I was raised in Osceola, Arkansas. It's a little small town. It's not that many people. The population is like literally. Also, I spent 7 to 6 years there, living there with my mom. The rest of my years here, Fayetteville, North Carolina, where I spent like 10 plus years living with my father. So growing up as a kid, I try not to get emotional because like I know I've came so far, but if I had to describe growing up as a kid, I would always say like, it's like being on a roller coaster, but it's not the part that we like, you know what I'm saying? It's the part that we don't like, the part where you in the air, but you don't even know if you're strapped in or not. And to explain that better to y'all, so I was always that little girl that I knew I lived in fear. Like I knew that I was in a lot of fear, like a lot of caution around me. But I also knew that I couldn't live in fear. But a part of me was just like fearful. And it's crazy to say, like, even as a kid, when I would go to like the fair or whatever, to like somewhere where like the rides is, I would always be that one in the back, just in the cut, and where everybody like, oh my God, let's eat on that one. And I'm just like, like, cause I never really liked roller coasters. But the part that got me with my childhood is like, usually when you get on a roller coaster, they strap you in, they make sure that you're secure, they make sure that, you won't fly off. You is good to go. They always do the little thumbs up. That's not how my childhood was. My childhood was, I didn't know where I was going to be. So in the previous video, I talked about, me growing up as a child, but, that was when I was living with my mom. Took me to Fayetteville, North Carolina. Growing up there was, I actually did, be able to enjoy some of the moments because I wasn't so much like worried about other people, but also I was just always under pressure. I always felt real tense. I was really hard on myself. I was emotional. And, the part that really made me want to relive it again is meeting my best friend. And like when I met her, it was like a light came to my life. But it's going to be in the book. Everything is really going to be in the book. But that was really part that I'll really replay over and over again. And playing ball, like, I don't regret any of my childhood at all. I feel like it has made me who I am. It has made me the woman I am today. It has made this book that y'all are about to read today. So other than playing ball and being my best friend, I like to do hair. I always like to watch like makeup videos. I always wanted to just like doll up something. So I had a lot of baby dolls. Um, I always like to, I always try to dance. I did cheer for a little bit, but I wasn't the best. And I also modeled. So like, it was a part of me that wanted to be girly so bad, but like, I knew that like my figure, cause I know y'all can see me like busting out. Like my figure would like make me really insecure, but I I just I really enjoyed modeling. I enjoyed, trying cheerleading. I did everything. Um so other than playing ball, like knowing that's it, like that's me in my rawest state. I like to dress up. I like to put on an outfit and just go look in the mirror. I like to go put on somebody heels. Me and my sister, my stepsister, we would go put on heels and we would just break our ankles basically because we really didn't know how to walk in them. But like when we learned how to walk in them, you couldn't tell us nothing. But I also like to cook. That's something that I do and still enjoy. I did and still enjoy. Um, it's crazy. Like I used to watch cooking shows when I stayed with my mom back home when I was little because that was really the only thing that would be on TV other than like porn. Y'all, please don't even come for me in the comments. But like other than porn, like it would be cooking shows on TV and I would just always watch them. And it got to the point where I'd be watching like Cupcake Wars, Boss, Cake Boss, Chef something. I'm always on the cooking shows. I always enjoyed just talking to people when I won't shy. When I broke out my shell a little bit, I enjoy talking to people because I am a talker. So I started writing when I was 14 or 15. I was in the 10th grade. This is when I had like my first little love or whatever. And man, I don't know what made me pick up my phone and just start going in, but I must have been hurt, heartbroken. Mind you, I thought I got my heart broken in 8th grade, but I didn't because I didn't pick up the pen. I must have got my heart broken when I was in 10th grade because I just started writing and it just flowed and it was so deep and it was just so emotional and I'm like, wow, it's crazy. My style of writing now and back then is totally different. I actually miss how I used to write back then. When I started writing when I was like 10th grade. So I've been writing going on 6 years now. So I would describe the relationship with my mother. Father, I would describe our relationship business. He was like a beast. I don't know if y'all seen Beauty and the Beast, but he was the beast and I was Beauty. Like, I don't want to awaken this man. Like, I don't know if he gonna lie with me or what. I ain't even have to go that hard. So the relationship I have with my siblings is kind of hard because I have so many siblings, like, and it's hard to keep up. But I feel like I created some type of know for all of them. Like I know a part of them or a piece of them. I may not know all of them whole, but I know a piece of them that I still hold on to because it was so many of them. It was hard to just have time with just one. But the relationship with my siblings, I would just say it was when it could be. As far as my siblings back home that is not here and that hasn't been here in my life because they stay back in Arkansas, the relationship I had with them was like we was tight. Like we did everything together. We got our ass whooped together. We ate together. Was doing it together back home, like in Osceola. Like we was thugging it. Home for us. This is where we connected. This is where we bonded. this was where we truly shared everything together. Yeah, it wasn't much, but so my IG name came about. It's crazy because I was on Twitter one day, like when I was like ninth grade, scrolling, and I seen somebody have like, their name was like something, blah, 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 XD. So I'm like, ooh, I like that. But I always liked my middle name for some reason. Like, I don't know, I always liked it. So I was just like, Samone _ XD, you know? So that was my little first Instagram name. And then, you know, of course, it was like Samone _._, but I was always spelling my name wrong, like my middle name wrong, from what I was told. And I'm thinking it's Samone, when really it was never that. So it just got to a point where like I really truly live Samone with the E on the end. Like it came about like that. Everybody be like, who is Samone? I'm like, it's me. Like, it's not no made up name. That is my name. It's my middle name. And then when I first got my NC State like driver's ID or whatever, my state ID, and the lady was looking at my social security card, and she was like, your middle name don't have an E on the end. And I was just like, excuse me? And like, she was like, no, it don't. And I was like, so it's just Samon? And she was like, no, like, it just don't have the E on the end. Like, did you think, you know, the E was supposed to be on the end? I was like, that's what I always thought it was. And ever since they printed out my ever since they printed out my state ID, it's been Samon. And I just loved it. Like, I was like, wow, I have to start loving this part of me now. Like, I'm not the Samone with the E anymore. I'm the Samone without the E. And I just started to change it to love Samone because I also watched this documentary with Dej Loaf, and she was talking about, you know, her depression and stuff and how she like go through it. And the therapist was like, turn everything into love. And when I tell you, I dragged it. I'm like, I'm turning literally everything into love. And that's how my Instagram name came about, because I turned it into love. Like I always do, man, just act out of love. Like, that's why I changed my name to Love Samone. And I'm coming up with this book called Love Samone, with the E not on the end of my name. So it's Love Samone, like how it is in my IG name right now, and Hate Samone with the E on the end of it. It's gonna be dope, and I really want y'all to check it out when I do publish it or whatever. So when I truly went through my spiritual journey, I would always be watching Sarah Jakes, and she always just, you never know who writing a book. You could be writing a book. Like, she just be spitting stuff out, and it would always just grab my attention with a book. I'm like, can I write a book? Like, I'm writing a book. And it's like, I feel like she was always talking to me, but I never knew that I could write a book. So I just start manifesting it. Like, I'm gonna write this book. I think I'm gonna start writing a book. And I'm like, well, what am I gonna write a book on? And I realized that I've been writing this book since I was 15 years old. I've always wrote poems. So the book was already written because I've basically been telling my whole life ever since I was 15 when I started writing. So it was like, it was already written. So I'm like, wow. You know, like, I'm really about to make this book. And it's crazy. I started saying it in my videos. I put my videos out on Instagram about like my spiritual testimonies, and I would just manifest it in those videos. Like, I'm going to write this book on this day. I don't know when, but I'm going to write it. And, you know, I would just always say it. And I'm going to show y'all, like, I manifested this. This is the moment. I manifested Hate Samone, Love Samone, even though I just want y'all to know, bro, I really be, bro. I'm writing a book, though. Like, I'm really trying to work on this book, though. And I really want y'all to fuck with it, honestly, because I realize every day, bro, like, I got some shit in here, like, that's solid. And a lot of motherfuckers gonna fuck with it. A lot of motherfuckers not. Like, it's cool, though. Like, I'm already knowing, like, what it is. But I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be so respected, because gonna be that many people that respect me just off the gate. Like, I ain't never steered nobody wrong. Like, never. Anything I kept, everything whole 100. So I thought about this quote when I was writing, I was praying, I was in my hardest times, and I'm like, I am not a woman that waits for the moment. I'm a woman that makes the moment. It's in my Twitter bio. I live by that because I've never been a woman that waits for any moment. Like, I will get up, I will go and do it. I will go make something happen. That's just how I've always been. I've always been a fighter. Like, I'm going to go and get it done. Like, however I can. I might procrastinate a little bit, but it's going to happen. Like, I don't wait for anything to come to me, and that's my problem. I've always been so impatient. And scripture, the plans I have for you, not to harm you, but to prosper you, to give you hope in the future. Jeremiah 29:11. And he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. Those are like my two favorite scriptures. Because he who finds me finds a good thing. Little do he know, wherever you at, you found a good thing. You just don't know, and you already got your favor from the Lord, but you don't see that. It's crazy. And for I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you. I've lived in it. I'm living in it. God has not harmed me any kind of way. He has prospered me. He gave me hope, and he's given me my future. Your weed is in full effect.
Ducking, dodging cases, petty racist, I'm a young G. You can hate me, you can love me, bitch, I'ma do me. Staying out the way to fix my mind for these proceeds. Now I'm counting blessings, told myself, bitch, I'm all in. Cutting off the fakes and the snakes for these dividends. The hate never welcome or respected, bitch, stay off my end. The biggest face, the closest, keep it open, it can be your friend. High off life,